So, if anyone has missed it, Mr. Tommy Tellerico, the CEO of Intellivision, was on a live stream. I believe it was a live stream, and he basically was going over his hopes as far as the 10/10 release date. First, he was unsure if he had 20,000 or 30,000 pre-orders. He wasn't sure. So that was already a red flag because he went from the 100,000 pre-order purchase order talking point to maybe 20 to 30,000 pre-orders. He then said that he was hoping to have maybe 500 out for October. He then went down from there and said, well, maybe he'll get a couple hundred out by 10/10. So, Carl, how do you feel about that? Do you think he's going to get anything out by 10/10? Are they going to get a couple of hundred out?
Hell no.
You don't think they get nothing? Not a single unit?
I don't think they get anything out by this year at all. I mean, the guy couldn't even, and I know this isn't, but I'm just trying to make a point here that the guy couldn't even name 5 Amico games that he wants to play for. So what does that say about this guy? And from watching Shark Tank or Dragon's Den, whichever country you're in, they usually are hard on people who don't even have the numbers. If the guy was actually on Shark Tank pitching them the idea for the Amico, they would bury him just like Ninja Kitty basically said. It's just, yeah.
It is quite telling that he wasn't even sure how many pre-orders he had because, for the longest time he was so confident, so sure that he was, the numbers, suddenly the numbers are now shaky. Suddenly they're hoping to get a couple of hundred out. And I think, there was some rumblings on Atari Age and other places that, how are they going to decide which Founders Editions, who gets them? If he gets 520 out by 10/10, that's only 1/5 of the 2,600 Founders Editions. That means, 4/5 of his, pre-orders for the Founders Edition aren't going to get units. Do you think that's going to sit well with them that, if they're one of the unlucky ones that don't get a unit for another 6 months?
Oh, I mean, people are going to be unhappy no matter what. I just got to be honest.
Yeah, but like they say, misery loves company. So if nobody gets a unit this year, I think it'd be more understandable versus you seeing that 500 other people got units and you didn't get any. Like you put your money in just like everybody else and you didn't get a unit.
True, very true.
And then we got to imagine that, is he going to send out any review units? Is he sidestepping the gaming press like we had mentioned last week? Is he just going to give it to founders? How many of those people are going to make reviews and videos?
Well, I mean, I think he is going to send units to certain people. John Hancock. Maybe John Hancock. John Riggs. Maybe Metal Jesus. And he might do a thing like, I remember one Metal Jesus video where they lent them a unit to test. So they sent it, they basically sent that back and that unit was sent to someone else and vice versa. He could do that. And I'm genuinely trying to help the guy out here with, other companies have done that sort of thing. Dude, if you want to send demo units out, you could do something like that. And I'm genuinely trying to help you out. I don't mean the guy in the ill will here. I want it to succeed, damn it.
Yeah, I hear you, but my thinking is still that he doesn't want review units out. He doesn't want people looking at it because I mean he even said on the live stream he was on that showing off gameplay is not good enough. People are just going to think that they're mobile games, so they're not going to be interested. They have to play it. They have to have it in their hands to understand. So if he sends out review units, you know, I don't think he's going to get great reviews. He might get middling reviews, and that's going to hurt, you know, all the people that are holding on to their pre-orders.
Well, I mean, I think that if he sends out review units, there's a good chance he is going to get buried because people are not going to understand his vision. That's just my general opinion, but, you know.
That is another thing, you know. Excuse me. People not understanding the purpose, the vision, not being in the target demographic. I mean, it all depends on who gets the units. So that could be a big gamble for him to send out 500.
Yeah.
I'm not here for Amico talk. I ain't gonna add to this one.
Good man. Good man.
Well, that's really all I wanted to say on the Amico, except one last thing. You see, on Thursday, July 22nd, at 7 o'clock on this channel, I will have the Intellivision Entertainment CFO / COO, Nick Richards, to answer your questions, to answer your concerns, to hear your voices, to finally allow us to give actual criticism directly to the company. Now, if you come to that stream, I don't want you to be a jerk. I don't want you to make personal insults towards the guest. You know, he is a guest on the channel. We treat all our guests with respect.
Indeed, you are our audience, and I know that each of you can be the mature, reasonable adults that you are.
Exactly, Carl. And like I said, we're going to have Nick on. He's going to answer some questions. He's going to address some concerns. We might get some actual information out of him. If anything, it should be an interesting little stream. I do have a list of questions.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Carl.
Well, I was just saying, and folks, if you're going to ask him questions, let's ask him stuff that has never been asked before, okay? You know, I think that would probably help a lot, but maybe I'm wrong. What do you think, Tony?
I am going to ask some questions that have been asked before, only so I can ask the follow-up questions that were never asked.
That's cool. I just mean in general, you know, it's
Don't worry, Carl, I got your pay. No, Max, he's not getting paid. Don't tell Max you're getting paid.
He's sending me stripper socks, damn it.
But really, that's all I wanted to say about Amico. You know, this is not an Amico channel, despite the fact that we talk a lot about Amico here.
It's just we run into a lot of Amico. Sorry, can't say that without. We just run into a lot of Amico news. That's all. Yeah,
I mean, it is easy content. They are constantly doing things for me to point and laugh at. No, Tommy, this is not an Amico channel. Goddamn it.
Yeah, I mean, come on, guys. You know, we're all mature, reasonable adults here. You know, it's okay to be critical, just not. Let's not intentionally bury the guy, okay? I mean, I would like him to come back on the channel again later on so we can ask him some more questions.
Yeah, that is a good point. We do want to see, you know, we want to get answers, but we also would like, you know, him and others to come back on the channel. You know, we're not going to badger him. We're not going to
badger him. We're not going to ask about the release date or I would like to avoid that at least.
Well, I might ask him about that.
Well, I mean, you know, if you want to, I just mean the audience in general, honestly. Like, seriously, guys, come up with some really creative, non-Darius Truxton type questions.
Mike Garcia says, "How did you get him for the live stream?" Well, Mike, why are you stalking Nick? Actually, Nick did come over to r/Intellivision_Amico, the good Amico Reddit. He was answering questions. He was being respectful. He wasn't harassing us or calling us jerks. And so I simply asked him, I said, "Hey, would you like to come on the stream and answer some questions?" And we worked it out where he would be here on Thursday at 7 o'clock to do just that. I mean, realistically, that's all it takes. I mean, just ask people if they want to be on the stream.
Yeah, and I kind of have some questions I definitely want to ask myself, actually. Really positive stuff, geared towards a Amico launch scenario. So I think it'll be cool.
So if you have questions that you want me to ask, you could send them to me on Twitter. You could send them to me on Discord. You can leave a comment down below in the comment section. If you're watching the live stream, I suggest you leave the comment on the actual video when it goes up, probably on Monday. But if you're watching the video, please disregard that and go ahead and leave a comment down below. Anything else to add to this, Carl? Anything else Amico related you want to talk about?
I think it sounds wonderful. I mean, did you slip him pot or something?
No, I didn't. Like I said, I just asked him. I said, "Hey, would you like to come on the live stream?"
No, I think it's totally cool.
I mean, so it should be an interesting little stream. Sidekick Max is tired of Amico news, so hopefully
I don't blame him.
This will be the last Amico update, the last Amico related thing on the channel for a while. We'll see.
Unless Tommy Tallarica puts his foot in his mouth again. Then we might talk about it. Maybe.
Maybe.
No promises.